There are news outlets reporting the worst right now, Glenn. I don't know what I'm waiting for before I report it. You know, I trust just the news. I trust Deseret. What are we waiting for, like, the AP to say it? We don't trust them more than we trust these. They're reporting that Charlie has died. That he's dead. At the age of 31. Which he would have to be if that video was real.
There's no way he survived that. The only good thing is, it had to have happened quickly.
Right. If you see the video, you do not see any suffering.
No.
He appears to have been spared the horrific moments after, that the girl on the Charlotte train wasn't, when she knew she was dying, or she knew something terrible had happened.
I don't think
in the
Charlie
videos,
did.
it's clear Charlie went down. He went down quickly.
At a quiet university event, reports that Charlie Kirk had been shot sparked global outrage and a flood of conspiracy theories on social media, igniting heated debates. Yet the real story isn't just the incident itself, it's the explosive reactions and swirling narratives, which may be even more shocking than the event, leaving the world questioning both what happened and how it's being interpreted.
Pray God that he survived this. Pray for his family, pray for his children, his 2 young children, and ask ourselves what our country is coming to. How does this happen? How does somebody whose only job is to comment on political matters wind up a target for an assassin? This is the United States of America. We have commentators, we have provocative commentators. This is what we've been doing since the dawn of time.
During a routine appearance at Utah Valley University, conservative activist Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, was shot while on stage, sending students and attendees into panic. Authorities quickly apprehended the suspect as federal agents swarmed the scene, but the incident quickly escalated beyond campus, turning Kirk, already a high-profile MAGA figure with millions of followers, into a national flashpoint, sparking outrage, debate, and widespread attention across the country.
It's a dramatic one. It is after the shot is fired. You see people running for their lives, clearly absolutely terrified. But the more significant video that is there is one in which you see Charlie Kirk speaking underneath the tent on the campus, outdoor event. You hear one shot fired. Now, when I first played that video and heard the shot, it struck me that it was a high-powered rifle. I consulted with one of our security experts here. His feeling is the same, that it is also a single shot from a high.
The shooting of Charlie Kirk sparked a nationwide storm of reactions, with debates over security, free speech, and threats to public figures dominating news cycles and social media. Utah officials confirmed the suspect was in custody and the campus safe, but supporters quickly framed the attack as part of a broader targeting of conservatives, drawing parallels to recent high-profile threats. By nightfall, hashtags demanding justice for Kirk were trending nationwide, turning a local incident into a powerful national rallying point.
Phillips, we're coming on the air because ABC News has confirmed conservative activist and podcaster Charlie Kirk has been shot during an event at Utah Valley University. The founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative student organization, is known for his outspoken views on politics, culture, religion, often taking his messages to colleges and universities, sparking sometimes pretty heated debates on.
The political response was immediate and intense. Utah Senator Mike Lee urged calm while emphasizing the seriousness of attacks on public figures. And national leaders, including former President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance, framed the shooting as an assault on both Kirk and the conservative movement, highlighting his role as a father and youth activist. Turning Point USA members rallied in solidarity, portraying Kirk as a symbol of defiance against rising intolerance toward conservative voices on campuses. The debate quickly expanded beyond politics, as media and public discussions questioned glaring security failures. how an armed suspect reached the stage and why such a high-profile event lacked adequate
was hit. We know his condition is unknown at the moment. That is all his representatives are saying, but it is a deeply disturbing scene. When you watch that video, we now await for word, obviously, on Charlie Kirk's condition, but as you will hear from Jason Chaffetz, for everybody there, it was a stunning and terrifying moment, and all we can do right now, Martha, is await word on Charlie Kirk.
Acted swiftly, with the FBI and ATF taking over the investigation and treating the shooting of Charlie Kirk as a serious act of political violence. The Justice Department condemned the attack and launched a full probe into the suspect's motives, examining digital records and affiliations to determine if it was isolated or part of a larger threat. At Utah Valley University, students described a surreal scene as panic-erupted screams, stampede-like escapes, and chaos swept the courtyard while emergency crews secured the area, rushed Kirk to medical care, and confirmed the suspect's arrest. The university quickly issued a statement to reassure the shaken community amid a tense national climate already sensitive to political violence.
Prominent conservative activist, writer and broadcaster, a high-profile supporter of President Donald Trump. He hosts a weekly podcast and radio program and is known to many other people as the founder and president of Turning Point, a non-profit organisation that promotes conservative ideas among high school and college students. We understand that he was speaking at Utah Valley University. Some videos circulating online clearly indicate that a shot was fired.
Utah Valley University faced intense scrutiny for hosting Charlie Kirk in an open venue with seemingly insufficient security, as campus debates over his appearance, framed by some as free speech and others as legitimizing harmful views, erupted into a national crisis the moment he was shot. Even critics of Kirk condemned the violence, but the incident highlighted the dangerous extremes of America's political polarization. Within hours, international media framed the attack as evidence of a fractured nation where ideological divides increasingly spill into physical violence, amplifying fears that political disagreements in the U.S. are becoming matters of life and death.
From the president himself, Martha, which I'll read to you now. President Trump says, "We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless."
Kirk's allies quickly linked the shooting to past acts of political violence, arguing that conservative figures are increasingly targeted, emphasizing that this was an attack not just on a commentator but on a key architect of modern conservatism. As founder of Turning Point USA, Kirk has mobilized rallies, boosted voter outreach in battleground states, and amplified the Trump-era movement through media appearances and convention speeches, making him a significant political force. Attack hit especially hard because it targeted both his public influence and his personal life as a husband and father, intensifying sympathy and framing the incident as both a political strike and a deeply personal tragedy.
Charlie Kirk, my friend, the head of Turning Point USA, radio show host, father, more importantly, husband, was shot at an event at, where was it, guys? Utah Valley University, just about an hour ago. It looks pretty horrific. There's a lot of stuff breaking. I'm not even exactly sure.
Kirk, a young father, being shot while addressing students, struck an emotional chord across partisan lines, even as social media exposed darker reactions from some who mocked or minimized the attack. Security experts highlighted the vulnerabilities of outdoor venues, comparing the incident to previous high-profile attempts, and questioning whether protections had been sufficient. As national coverage intensified, analysts examined Kirk's political influence, the symbolism of the attack on a university campus, federal responses, and the broader implications for an already tense election.
That, and you can hear the crowd audibly panicking and beginning to run. We're told by our partners at NBC here in the United States that one person is in custody. We are getting some response to this. We're told there is a very palpable sense of shock at the White House. The Vice President, J.D. Vance, is encouraging people to pray for Charlie Kirk. He says he is a genuinely good guy and a good father. We're also hearing from the FBI Director Kash Patel, who says, "Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response."
The shooting has been seen as a stark warning about the risks faced by those challenging progressive orthodoxy on college campuses, prompting vigils and prayer gatherings that highlighted both its political and human weight. As the investigation continues, the attack has already reshaped the national conversation, intensifying debates over the security of public figures, partisan vulnerability, and the delicate balance between free speech, safety, and tolerance. What began as a campus event intended for dialogue has instead become a grim symbol of a volatile political era, with reverberations far beyond the courtyard where a single gunshot changed